Here we go. That was a long pause. I don't really know what to say. You know, it's just a funny game. You get to see a Lucario too, that's fun. Yeah, have fun. Okay, you know when I saw Belly Bolt, I had to go for I had to click record. Um, so yeah, I did. I don't think it doesn't come though, unfortunately. This seems like a really good game for Cloister. If they lead me Oscarada, I can just Icicle Spear. I can set up against most of the things. I'm Terrifier for the Lucario. The Baxcalibur takes neutral from both hits, although I don't want to Terrifier it because it might get a bit of a problem. I bring Hydreigon, again just for the Baxcalibur, and I bring Garganacl just to get in the way of stuff, really. Because he's just bulky. Do they have a nice trainer card? Nobody's had a nice trainer card. It's been really disappointing. Like, I know some people don't care, but try a little, you know? They lead Grimmsnarl into my Cloister. This was around the time that I'd stopped leading stopped leading Dragapult every time and started leading Cloister all the time. Because he's just so good. Unfortunately, they have Taunt, so I'm not so good this time around. So I'm a bit like, okay, cool. I figure they're going to try and set up some screens and get some setup going. So I figure, right, okay, I'm going to get cheeky here and I'm going to hard switch my Hydreigon into the Fairy type. Hoping that they go for a Reflect or something. And try and, yeah, they do. And they do. Look at your boy. Anyways, because I'm Terra Steel, I'm like, okay, Flash Cannon surely knocks out this Grimmsnarl, right? Unless they set up a light screen. But like, I was like, okay, maybe they'll get greedy and they'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna knock out with Spirit Break, I'm not in any danger. So I Terra Steel, and, right, get this. Once Hydreigon's finished. There you go, buddy. They don't go for light screen. So I'm like, oh, this is amazing, I called it. Like, got rid of their Grimmsnarl, they only get one screen. But it lives. What? Like, I'm choice specs. So now I'm -1 and they get a light screen up. I'm like, cool, thank you, Hydreigon. Anyways, yeah, so I knock them out. Hydreigon's flappy wings cause some real lens flare going on. It's like watching any project by J.J. Abrams. I don't know if that's a topical reference. It's not, because he's not done anything in years. That's just me showing off my advanced age. But anyways, in comes Lucario, and I'm like, okay, cool. I really do not have a switch in to this, because I have free fighting weak mons. I figure Garganacl is my best bet, because it's the bulkiest. I wanted to keep the stash on Cloister just as a kind of like in case of emergencies sort of thing. And I don't know what Lucario does. It's not very good. When I see the damage, I'm like, oh my god, they're specs. I lose. And then I saw the crit and I was like, oh, okay. Now I definitely lose. Because now I can't take 2. So I'm a bit like, great, what do I do? So I go for a Hail Mary Fissure, right? Because I'm like, what can I do? This thing just stays in and it clicks Aura Sphere for the rest of the game and the game is over. So I'm like, maybe they'll try and set up. So I just click Fissure for the hell of it and they hard switch in Baxcalibur and I land it. So I get an Oko. And I'm like, awesome. I think, right, they were like, oh, this thing is like dead. I don't want Lucario taking the Salt Cure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch in my Baxcalibur and use it as an opportunity to get set up. Yeah. maybe Recover was better, but Fissure was definitely funnier. They go for Aura Sphere, not Aura Sphere, they go for Flash Cannon this time. I don't know why they changed it up, because I have free fighting weak mons. They've seen my entire team. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Thanks, guy. I go to Cloister first because I still don't know what item it is. I'm starting to suspect it's maybe a choice item. like Scarf. But I'm worried it's Sash. So I go Cloister first because I want to break the Sash if it does have a Sash. Yeah, so I fire off an Icicle Spear. I also figured like Cloister would be more useless in the end game because I can't Terra anymore than High Dragon. Because High Dragon can at least like hit it. And look how weak 5 hits was. Like, that's nuts. But so I shard again just for a little bit more. Yeah, they just keep flash cannoning. So I do think they are choiced in some way. Yeah, the Reflect wears off, but that's not the one I care about. Because, you know, I have a special attacker in the back. Oh, that's why I did so little. Yeah, of course. But anyways, High Dragon comes back in with his Lens Flare. And I'm just like, I have to just hope that this thing is choiced into Flash Cannon. Which would have been a massive, like, this is just chokes galore, really. It's faster than me, so it does reveal that it is Choice Scarf. Which makes the option to lock into Flash Cannon even weirder. And I land Flare Blitz. Not Flare Blitz, Fire Blast, sorry. So there you go. High Dragon wins the game. Lucario threw the game for some reason. And we landed a fissure. You don't get to see that every day. So yeah. Fun time. There was one game I had where I landed 2 fissures in a row and it was the only DC I got. I think what happened? They hard switched, I landed fissure, and then they brought the thing that they hard switched out again back in. And I just went for fissure again because I was like, I don't have anything else to do. And then I landed that one, and then they immediately DC'd. I was like, this is funny. Anyways, you know the drill. Team, whatever. Goodbye.